Hi, welcome to Dark Politics Tarot. My name is Nick, and today I want to look at Howard Lutnick. He's going in to see the Oversight Committee and have to appear before Congress to say what he knows about the Epstein files. So let's take a look at what will happen with him. I'll start with my Carte de Visite deck. Let's see what's going on with Howard Lutnick. I want to just get a deeper dive into these people. What did they do and how will they fare? Will there be accountability for him? But let's first look at what's going to happen with Howard Lutnick at the Oversight Committee hearings. They're in private, so let's see if we hear anything. But how will it go for him? Ooh, we got this the other day. He's scared. And he scared little girls, this guy. I think it's talking to that. He was a very scary person to young women. Not young women, to children. He was scary to children. I also want to look at like the babysitters he had, the nannies he had with them. Just horrible. Okay, we got this card before too. It's the card of the Exorcist. So they're all this freaky, evil people. But there's a child there, and it's like exorcism sometimes has been seen in the past as abuse. So I'm going to take the card like that because it came up in my mind that way. My intuition says it's about the control of children. And then we have control of women in general with the summoning. Yeah, the summoning. So this one says, everyone thought it was just a parlor trick until the film was developed. The film, I think this means he was part of filming children, filming the acts. That's so horrible. Sorry to have to tell you guys that, but I think some things may be coming out about what they did to young children and how they maybe sold those films or bribed people with those films, or perhaps he's on film. So let's just clarify this a bit. We'll go down to the table. Hold on. So now that I see these photos here, I think this is really what it's about. What he did with the children, I think, will come out, and I think there's some kind of photographic evidence and perhaps film evidence. Howard Lutnick, King of Cups. So the King of Cups is usually like a good king, a wise king. I don't know if that would represent him. Let's just take out another signifier card for him. We'll have two for him. Oh, the Magician. I'm such a great guy. I can get things done for you, Jeffrey. That's his personality. So sad. And I'm using my golden tarot deck by Cat Black. Show us Howard Lutnick. Howard Lutnick. What did you do? What's going to come out in the Oversight Committee? Ace of Cups. An emotional outcry, it's like opportunities, but it's like big time emotions that are going to cross this man. Let's just see a little bit more about Nutlick. Oh, two cards wanted to come out. We have the Six of Wands. So he was successful, I think, in the movement of children, if you get my meaning. I'm not going to say it on YouTube. And then we have the King of Wands. So he was a big player here. And right now, I think they're seeing that in the committee hearings that he was a very big player. Queen of Cups is the overarching energy for the reading, which means, again, a very emotional. This is an emotional queen, but she sort of keeps her emotions in check. She keeps a lid on things. She doesn't let her emotions go haywire unless she's a reversed queen, but I don't read reversals, not usually. So, Queen of Cups energy, hiding, keeping things secret. I think that's coming out big time for him. He was one of the kingpins that he kept his secrets. He kept the secrets of Epstein and perhaps baby Don Don. Page of Swords, he's going to try to act like I'm a bit player. He's going to try to say, I'm bringing truth. I'm bringing truth to the matter. There's going to be a lot of talk about this, though. That's in the near future. So I do see that happening for him, that he will be called out. A lot of things are coming to the surface. Beginning of justice, too. We have a Page of Cups, which pages also represent children. So this especially, the young girl, I think it's a girl. No, it might be a boy. I mean, these are ancient looking decks, so maybe the reason that I said boy comes out too. Maybe there'll be some boys in there that we'll find out about. Two of Wands. This is about importing, exporting. This is the import-export card, so he's showing to be a major character in this. And more transport card here. We often say it's moving away from troubled water, but I'm taking it literally as transportation through a boat or boats, moving children back and forth perhaps to the island. And his outcome card is the Hierophant. He's hoping the government will save him. He hopes Donald Trump can get him out of this mess. He hopes for a pardon. Let's see. So looking at this outcome here, yeah, this is definitely looking for a pardon in the outcome position. We have a lot to see here, a lot. Like I said, he's a master manipulator. Shows here having the magician card. I can get things done for you, and I'm your next door neighbor. I can look like I'm the father figure. People will trust me. And right now in Congress, it's getting super emotional. That's what I think's happening right now. In the past was his success of doing this sort of import export of children. We have him as a big player here. Like I said, the kingpin, a big player. And he was good at hiding it. His wife and him acting like we're the kind parents. We can take care of the kids even. We have the money, we have the home, we have the boat. We can do all these things. But what's coming out today? Today is, I feel, a new spin he's going to try to do, but it's just a page. It's just the beginning of the spin. I think the most important here to look at is that the spin is revolving children. I don't think he gets away with it. He was doing the import export with children involved. He was on the boat and he was doing this for Epstein, and he wants a pardon. So I don't know that we'll hear about it, although this card here tells me down the line we will hear a lot about this. Maybe not today, maybe not right now. I do think there'll be a lot of talk about it. Yeah, he made children very afraid. That really is terrible. So now what I'm going to ask is, will Trump actually, will he eventually get a pardon from Trump? Let's see about that. Will Nutlick get a pardon from Trump? Will he get a pardon from Trump? Will Nutlick get a pardon from Trump? We have here, it looks like a nun and some monks are reading tarot cards. And they're blindfolded. They have the monks, oh, they have masks on, I'm sorry. And it says, despite their prayers, the cards did not mask the truth. That's perfect. Despite their prayers, the cards did not mask the truth. That could be said for my cards. The cards aren't going to mask the truth. And whatever they were hoping for, I don't think he's eventually. I mean, Trump can say, I'm going to pardon him, but he may wait till the end, and it may be too late for him to get a pardon in the end. Here we have entertaining baby Trump. So it's Dada's shadow puppets amuse the baby for hours on end. So Lutnick will have to amuse the baby for hours on end. That's just a given in the Trump regime. Okay, so let's look at one more card from this deck. Let's see. Will Nutlick get his pardon? Nutlick get his pardon. Oh, we have the marriage, the ungodly marriage. This says, what does it say? I can't even read it. Wait. Something about eternity. In the end, are, I don't know what it says. It's too small, but here we have, this is Ball and Chain Studios, it says. Okay, I got something out of it. So in the end, he's tied with Trump. I don't think it goes very well for a pardon for him. And if this information that's happening today actually maybe changes some people's minds about him, that would be the best thing for us. I'm going to use the Visconti Tarot. Just have a little something different. Show me Howard Lutnick with the Visconti Tarot deck. Show me, will Howard Lutnick get a pardon from Trump? Will it actually happen for him? Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. Now that looks like it might. I'm doing these like the Minchiati deck. I'm going to read them with 9 cards and then a 10th card in the end. So, will Howard Lutnick get his pardon in the end? And we have the 3 of Swords. I gotta pull these quickly. Gotta go faster. Howard Lutnick. Will he get a pardon in the end? Sorry. This is the Ace of Swords. Is it Swords? No, batons. So an Ace of Wands card, the batons are wands. And these got mixed up a little. Why am I getting... Okay, 2 cards were mixed up the wrong way. Okay, next level. So we have things going well for him at first. Then things seem to change. And now the hurt that's happened to people is starting to come out with the Ace of Cups. So the hurt, the pain, the emotional pain, the abuse that it caused people. Okay, here is the Magician again. Totally different deck. Sorry about that flashiness. It's a little too glary, flashy. So he comes in. I see him as the fixer for this. He was the one that made these things happen, with that Magician being in the middle there. And then we have the, is this a page? Yes, the Page of Wands? Swords. Page of Swords here. That happened before the Page of Swords. So some news coming about his manipulations. It's coming out now with that Ace of Cups there. And then we have the Pope, the Popess. Yeah, the High Priestess. So those are the secrets. Will he get the pardon? Will Trump pardon him? The success. Is this the World card? Yeah, this is the World card. The success, but there's children in this card too. Where in other decks, there aren't children in the decks. And then we have the King of Wands. I don't know what his sign is, but his energy could be a King of Wands energy. I get things done. So let's just look down here at these cards. So what we have going on. Oh, I should ask for the final card. Will he get the pardon from Trump? Will Trump pardon him? And we have the 6 of batons. 6 of Wands energy here. So that kind of looks like a success for him. But what we're finding out, so all these things were hidden. What they did were hidden with the High Priestess. And it was really emotional and very hurtful to people. So a lot of emotions around this, but they successfully got it done with this 10 of 10 of Pentacles. So they made a lot of money off this. They got it done. But will Trump pardon him? This could be a yes. Tens, you know, acquiring what they need. This heartbreaking stuff they did. Will they manage to hide it? Ace of Batons. I feel like they fight back somehow, but I'm just getting a little confused here. Let's go back to the beginning. So they hid this information from everyone. They had great success with the World card. They made a lot of money off of children. And will Trump pardon him? This could be a yes card as well. The success card of the World is success and completion of what you went for, what you were looking for, an outcome you were looking for. And then we have the King of Batons. That's Trump energy too. He often comes up as the King of Wands to me, even though I love the King of Wands, but he has that kind of bombastic energy. So it might be Lutnick or it might be Trump. And then the next, going over the second row here, we have this outpouring of emotion because of the manipulations, because of what they did. And now it's gotten out with this page of swords. The news gets out. Trump knows now that Congress went after him. So he might decide, we need to pardon him, because if I don't pardon him, that would be disastrous for me, right? So we have the Six of Batons, the success card. This, it's really a success card. So I think that he does do it. Yeah, I really think he does. The secrets coming out, but they have enough money to get away with it. The world, they did this around the world, the manipulation of children. But again, we have the Three of Swords. It talks about a world to hurt. It talks about, you know, coming together of ideas. And then we have going across the secrets, manipulated, and the Ace of Batons. Like, they had this opportunity to get away with it, and now I think um, the message is out to Trump that he also can manipulate this. And I do think Lutnick gets a pardon, unfortunately. I hate to give you bad news, but I think that's what's going on here. I also just want to show you here these negative people that came together. They put their, the people surrounding Epstein, they put their mask on. They did terrible things, or they just overlooked it. They knew what was going on, but they wouldn't say they wouldn't challenge it. They wouldn't bring him to the police or anything like that. They knew, these people knew he was abusing children, and they stayed in the game. They stayed connected anyway. But I do think Lutnick has involvement. He has definite involvement, and I think it's the import and export business he did. And I do think he did all that. Let me see. What can I do? Hold on. I just want to see, will he always get away with this? Because, yeah, you can get a pardon, but I want to see if he'll ever get his comeuppance in some way. That he should. He should be held accountable. Let's just see what comes out with these cards. Regret. He will regret he did it. But I don't care about his regrets. I just want to know, will it affect him personally? Will it affect his life? Oh, the betrayal. This is interesting. The betrayal. So maybe Trump is going to betray him, even by giving him a pardon. Maybe Trump will do something that ruins his reputation anyway, even though he gives him a pardon and says, you can stay quiet. Oh, wait, this is a new beginning for us. He's really worried. He's super worried. Maybe he doesn't get the pardon. Now I'm confused. The yes card. There's full illumination coming up for him. His comeuppance will have, people are gonna see he was involved in some way. He gets betrayed, maybe not by Trump, but somehow somebody betrays this guy. Ooh, this jumped out. The high priestess. He gets betrayed. Who comes out against him? I don't know. There's some type of career ending moment coming up in the future for him. Career ending because of his dealings with criminals. He was a criminal. He's a toxic person. he knows he did the worst things possible to people, to children. The outside environment for him says people are holding tight to their beliefs about you. I don't think you get to run away from this. He's left out in the cold. Beautiful. I love to see it. He's left out in the cold. And a new message is put out. Well, that just continues the drama here, but let me just show you guys the cards all together. Let's just go over this a little bit. Yeah, I think it's plain clear. He suffers because of this, and it's not because he was a good guy. It was because he gets betrayed by someone. And he's very worried right now. So whenever this is happening, that he is testifying, I don't think it's going well for him. I think a lot will be revealed. I don't think this is sunshine and rainbows for his future. He's still keeping quiet. He's keeping the secrets, and that's the overarching energy. I think the committee will come down on him and rake him over the coals because of his secrets. This whole thing is going to destroy him in some way or another. That's in the future for him. Because he did the dealings with the devil, he did these horrible actions. The people around him are not going to have any mercy. They're going to sit tight to their beliefs that he's a criminal. We know he's a criminal. We're not, you're going to be left out in the cold, and you could talk all you want that you're a nice guy. I don't think that happens. So I hope this was a better ending to this reading. It was for me. So his comeuppance, he'll get his. He'll get his. Thanks for watching, everyone. Please give me a like, subscribe, hype, all the things. Share the video. I really appreciate all of you. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Bye-bye.